Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup with Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry. This is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the South. And with this being the first game of their NBA Cup campaign, the goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, B.A.
We'll go with a different look here. Collins, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Payton. Moody's checked in for Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Christie comes in for Marshall. Williams is checked in for Thompson. And it's Dinwiddie in for Kyrie Irving. Well, guys, you can't look at this team and not get into the topic of MP. He's been a very vocal and driving force for his squad. And he's made it known that he's got his sights set on winning the NBA Cup this season.
You gotta love how that just ramps up his teammates, the coaching staff, and even us at the broadcast table. But seriously, I'm gonna be looking at how tough each of these group stage games are for MP. He and his guys aren't the only team with their sights set on the NBA Cup this season.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Davis out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Williams, then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Christie in at the 3 spot. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
For a big guy, Daniel Gafford is very active and agile when he's playing. You appreciate a tall guy like that who can make some moves.
Collins with another miss. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavs. They lead by 7. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road. Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
.32 seconds left to play in the first. Fires the 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Warriors trail by 4. Collins, left side. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Dinwiddie outside. Down low. Butler with a steal. Over Dinwiddie. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for Dallas. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. Back after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Kuminga. And it's Collins in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Warriors 5.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Christie passes to Irving. And here's Gafford. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Curry. And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Gafford. Irving's got 8 points.
A master from the mid-range. You just assume Irving's going to drill that shot every time.
Collins right side. Takes the three. Another three for Golden State.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Hey, BA. Well, no surprise, MP is on a mission to bring home the NBA Cup, telling me I want to be a part of a winning legacy. That's my main goal in any competition I'm in. Victories come first. All the individual stuff comes later. Would you expect anything less from MP, Brian?
Nope, we sure wouldn't. And this guy is all in. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Irving. He's got 11. Inside. Here's Gafford. Collins with the rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Dallas. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And the layup is good off the glass. Collins has got 23.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Curry against Irving. Dinwiddie with a screen on Curry. Irving for three. That's a miss. His 6th miss in 11 tries. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 14-5 run. For three, Collins buries it from three. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Irving for three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Moody's got 4 rebounds in the game. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with the players. And again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Green's checked in for... the Golden State Warriors going into the break up 12. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their three-point shooting. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for Golden State. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half-off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Mavericks.
They've been shot out.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Mavericks drill.
Status. And I've been told there's a lot of pain when squeezing the hand, which looks to be fractured. He's not coming back for this game, and I'm told to expect he won't be back for a while. Not the news we were all hoping to hear, guys.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Thompson. And it's Davis in at the 4. Collins with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
The shot, no good. The Warriors lead by 16. That one's good for 2. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Dinwiddie finds Davis. Unable to get that one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
Well, heady plays like that are what Jimmy Butler is all about. He knows where the defense is.
Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Here's Collins. Shoots over Lively. Collins, no good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Sinks that one from the post. Collins has got 36 points.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Curry. Basket's good. Irving's got 16 points now. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, can have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
So for Dallas, Gafford comes in for Lively, and Christie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
And he lobs it up to the rim, and finished off by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Here's Collins. And it's in there. Collins has got 41.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Collins with the rebound.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The three. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. From deep. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight. The Warriors lead by 16. Collins outside. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Dinwiddie. Defended by Pajemski. Dinwiddie, no good. Collins against Gafford. Lets it go from deep. And it's Collins with the 3. Collins has got 44.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's...
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Moses Moody, and it's Collins in at the 5. That's the Warriors 5.
Hey, watch him.
That one doesn't drop. Mavericks trail by 19. It's Williams, high post. Pass to Christie. Collins against Gafford. Williams passes to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And most of Gafford's points are going to come right there around the rim, and he loves to throw it down.
Gafford against Collins. Outside Curry, from outside the arc, knocks down the long J. And the Warriors lead by 20.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Gafford with a screen on Curry. Irving looking around. Hits the trifecta. Irving's got 19 points.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
Collins outside. Launches it. Mavericks with a rebound. Pajemski's checked in for the Warriors. And Dallas also making a switch. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. Mavericks trail by 17. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Collins. Up and in on the layup. Collins has got 46.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Derek Lively. Allie.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Dallas's head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. Adversity hitting this team early, but that will create opportunities for others to step into new roles. It'll be interesting to see how these changes come together, Brian.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
And he gets it to go. Collins has got 48.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. That three's off the mark.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
And here's Collins for 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Moody. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Collins outside. Another three for Golden State.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Uses the glass on the layup. Collins has got 12 now in this quarter.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Outside Davis. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. They can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
The three from Thompson. Offensive rebound. Pass to Irving. A shot to stop the run. Pajimski grabs the board. Pajimski's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Up top, Collins. He's guarded by Irving. Collins right side. From behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Collins has got 59 points.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that. Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
For three, Collins. Oh, connects again.
A 60-piece. Oh, my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible. Outside Davis. The three. Santos pulls it in. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here. And let's face it, this one was never...
Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Irving for three. And no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And the first one at the line is good.
There's so many little things that Klay Thompson does for his team that go unnoticed. Trust me, they're not unappreciated.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Jackson Davis is checked in. There's 37 seconds left in the game. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing.
Good! Another from three.
He is completely dialed in from deep.
And by the way, with that make, he's now alone in 2nd place for most threes in a game. At this point, you have to go for that top spot, right? For three. And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Thompson.
Zero hesitation. Irving was all set to go.
Pass to Collins. That one no good. Excellent D there from Lively. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great